We have a tragic scene where we got to go to a Minnesota daycare, in-home daycare, where it ends up two adults and one kid were killed through a murder-suicide, and this was all in front of 6 other children. It's a tragic scene, but let's get over into it and see what we can find out about this case.
Let's get to this breaking news now. We're seeing this large law enforcement presence. They're responding to a situation at a home daycare in Hopkins right now.
Bailey Hurley joins us live at the scene. And what do we know, Bailey?
We're still working to learn a lot here on the ground, Paul and Leah. We are understanding that the Hopkins police chief is going to be giving some sort of media briefing within the next hour or so. I want to step out of the way to show you what we're seeing here. This is a very large police presence. A lot of this neighborhood is blocked off right now. We are right now on the 200 block of Tyler, and it is closed. The streets are blocked off all the way from where we're standing now to about 3, maybe 4 blocks down the road, all the way down to Lake Street. Right here in Hopkins, we understand that this is all centering around a home daycare. We were just able to get a little bit of a closer look. I was talking with some neighbors who say they were watching as police officers were trying to ram the front door of that home daycare in. This neighbor told me that they were not able to get in the front door, and so then went around the back. She said she didn't hear anything. All of a sudden, law enforcement was swarming around her home and around this home daycare and trying to get in the house, went around the backside. A lot of law enforcement here. We see St. Louis Park here. We see the...
Well, we got the gist of this one. Let's get over into what the police chief has to say.
We're here this morning due to a tragic incident occurring on the 200 block of Tyler Avenue North in Hopkins. Hopkins police and multiple agencies responded to a domestic situation at an in-home daycare. Upon arrival, officers located a deceased male, female, and juvenile victim. There were other children present within the daycare, and we were able to get them out of the daycare and reunify them with their parents. At this time, there's no outstanding threats in the community. This is an isolated incident, and we are continuing to investigate it throughout the day and probably evening. I can provide you more information as we gather the information throughout the day.
Was this family?
All the victims appear to be a part of one family.
How many kids were inside the home when it happened?
There were 7 children within the daycare. One is deceased.
Can you give an approximate age of that child?
I honestly do not know.
Were there any other injuries besides the 3 that are deceased?
There were no other injuries to any other children inside the daycare.
Now, that is good to hear, but you heard what he said. It was a family that this all happened to. Luckily, no other children were hurt in the situation, but it could have been bad. You don't know who could have been hit. Why do this at a daycare? It's a crazy scene. Let's keep going into this.
Chief, is this a house that has been known to y'all? Is there any history with this couple that you know of?
At this point, I do not have that information.
Chief, what time did this happen?
This happened just after 9 this morning.
Was the person who perpetrated the attack one of the deceased, or do we know where they are?
We believe the perpetrator is deceased.
Is the perpetrator the male or the female?
We believe it's the male.
What's the relationship of the adults who were deceased to the daycare, if any, or to the home?
It's believed to be the daycare owners.
Do they live there?
We believe so, yes.
Both of them?
Yes.
Are they, what's their relationship, husband, wife?
I honestly do not know the marital status of them, or if they're partners. I don't know at this point.
This is crazy to think about. So as a daycare owner, you're in charge of watching people's children. So what's going on so bad in your life to where you decide to kill the mother of your child and your child, then yourself, in the presence of other children? I don't know how old they were, but I'm assuming since it's a daycare, they're pretty young. This is a crazy situation for any parents whose child was there. I can't imagine. Let's keep going.
Child that was killed is Their child?
Believed to be their child, yes.
Can you just talk about the gravity of this situation, dealing with something like this, and then also having other people's children in the home at this time that this happened?
Well, this is a horrific, tragic situation for any community, especially here in Hopkins, where we don't see this type of crime. It's a rarity here in Hopkins. And we're a very safe community, and the impact is felt not only here but elsewhere for every parent who has a child in a daycare setting or anywhere where they don't have immediate control over their child. So yes, it's heartbreaking.
It's a tragic situation. Y'all, let's get over. I don't know why that claps. We're gonna cut that out. Well, it's a tragic situation, but let's get over into the AI breakdown, y'all, just to figure out any more information we can. So as we know, a man ends up killing his partner and their child at an in-home daycare center in Hopkins, Minnesota. Before taking his own life in an apparent domestic murder-suicide, the incident unfolded at the Browns Bear Daycare on Wednesday. So the tragedy occurred at the in-home facility. A man, a woman, and a juvenile child, all believed to belong to the same family, were found dead inside the home. The two adults are believed to be the owners and operators. So a parent ended up arriving to drop off their child after 9 a.m. Witnessing the unfolding domestic assault and immediately called 911 to report the stabbing. Ooh. 6 other very young children were inside at the facility at the time of the attack. Fortunately, none of them were physically harmed, and officers safely evacuated them to be reunited with their families. I wasn't even thinking about the type of murder. Stabbing? That is crazy. So Hopkins police chief confirmed that the deceased man was the perpetrator. Because the suspect is dead, authorities emphasize that there is no remaining threat to the public. So as we know, the perpetrators operated the local lawn care business. Perpetrator revealed that the perpetrator also operated a local lawn care business and built a custom playground in the backyard of the child care facility. Neighbors' accounts noted that the walkout basement of the property was entirely outfitted as the child care center. The outside of the home featured a prominent, colorful mural on the garage depicting a classic northern Minnesota lake. So state records from the Minnesota Department of Human Services show that Browns Bear Daycare had been active since 2019. It was licensed for up to 10 children and maintained full safety compliance during the latest inspection in 2023, 2024, and 2025. Well, that's good to hear. This is a tragic situation no matter how you look at it. What could be going on in their lives where the father would want to stab the mother of his children to death? And then his own child is crazy to me. And then to inflict this type of trauma on these unsuspecting children. Now, hopefully they're young enough to where they can't remember this type of stuff, but the mind is a crazy thing. Hopefully this doesn't have any lasting damage on the children who witnessed this, but you can never be sure. It's a crazy situation. Y'all look after your kids. And what parent would, no parent would even think of this happening at their daycare. It's the crazy stuff, but this is the stuff we got to look at, y'all.